Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker.
Yo, what's Bobino? What's Bobino? Zeke Black is in the building. Zeke Black is in the building. What's up, party people? I've been up all day working hard out here in the streets of New York. I'm a little tired, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a show tonight for the people, you know what I'm saying? It's been a great day. I guess it's daylight saving time. So you know, when the smoke clears, I get an extra hour of sleep today. Yeah, so you know, I'm doing okay. The weather's changing. You know what I'm saying? One minute it's hot, it's cold here in New York City. It's that global warming. It's definitely affecting New York City. This weather's crazy. One minute you wear a North Face, the next minute you got shorts on. Shout out to the weather, you know what I'm saying? And to the weatherman. Definitely salute the Domo for the donation. Definitely appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Domo for the donation. So what's up, party people? Happy birthday, Little Pug. Happy birthday to Little Pug. Yeah, man. Today's show. Definitely shout out to J.E. Moneybags in the building, May Lings in the building, Southern Bells in the building, Wanda Weaver's in the building, Reno was goody, was Bobino, and Team Smoke is in the fucking building, Domo's definitely in the building, Joe Ward, yo, Team Smoke is in the building, Yanni is in the building, Franklin's in the building. Jaron was Popino. Definitely chilling, man. Yeah, we in the building, party people. Definitely in the building, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We here. Definitely shout out to Crime Prince TV. Crime TV. Somewhere out there in the atmosphere. So now you got a different topic. Is the music industry trying to take over? Is the music industry trying to change the rules in the streets? You know, people gotta realize that some things are business and some things are just, for free. What I mean by that is we have a $1 billion industry, which is a multi-trillion-dollar industry worldwide, and the way the game is set up now with this streaming, a person could be somebody who tells and still exists in hip hop. I mean, he may not be loved in his community or wherever he told that, but on a larger scale, this guy can still sell if the guy's brand is created at a high level. The reason I'm doing the show for because somebody was asking about 6ix9ine. Do I think 6ix9ine can blow when it come home? Yeah. He didn't lose his fan base. His fan base is international. He may have lost the hood, but I don't think he cares about that. Because that's what he needs security for, basically. And yeah, he's gonna become if not bigger, an international star. He had like over $1 million in the bank for a guy who wasn't doing shows because of all this streaming. Them checks off that streaming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, streaming is the way now, because streaming takes you worldwide. And, you know, you got the different, you got Spotify, you got YouTube, you have, just to name a few, Tidal, Apple, just to name a few, and these streaming services are making guys international stars. I mean, my guy Velli, MMV Velli, his song Gank got like 1 million views without no, on Spotify. It got over 1 million. Streams, over 1 million streams, and they never played Gang on Hot 97. So that shows you the effect of streaming. So, you know, does it change the rules in the street? The rules in the street been changed. The rules aren't the same no more. Nothing remains the same. You know, some dudes try to keep the rules intact, but the rules have definitely changed. I mean, there's things going on now in the streets that has nothing to do with telling. That's insane right now. Like, you got dudes shooting up parks. I'm saying, not just a young boy, but you see what's going on. Like, young boys shooting corners up. You're not even hitting targets no more. You don't care if you can hit somebody. So, the rules have changed in general. And since we don't own hip-hop, and when you say hip-hop and the street is one and the same, if you don't own hip-hop, then, you know, they can, you know, switch the narrative up. We may not want to co-sign the narrative, but the hood is the 1%, and they look at it on a worldwide basis. James J. Now I haven't checked out the Alpo trailer, but I'm pretty sure that project is gonna do big because people's been talking about Alpo since 1990. So it's just not the new generation that want to hear about Poe or the middle generation. You got even old cats that would love to hear what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? They would love to see an Alpo movie. Don't get it twisted. People would love to see an Alpo story. And it's so deep because, you know, Alpo, see, hip hop, roots, streets, industry, Alpo. That's the whole thing about Paid in Full that was crazy, right? Even when people see Paid in Full, everybody really wanted to see what part Alpo played. Even though everybody loved, you know, rest in peace Rich Porter, but everybody really, a lot of people wanted to go see what position did Alpo play in that whole situation. So Alpo been the brand since like 1989. You know what I'm saying? All of them was like branded, but he just the one that stood out. So you put the right money behind the Alpo story, it's gonna be a win. And people are not gonna care that he told. They're gonna go see even some DC cats are gonna go see to see some, you know, what he had to say about DC. This is what's going on, man. I mean, the streets, the street reporting now is what you're getting now. It's definitely like when you watch what's going on with Queenzflip show. It's great over there. It's a lot of you know, different street elements in the 90s, like, you know, the YTC. I remember them. You know what I'm saying, and it's funny because I believe Free Titan, he was mentioning the story about the situation that happened with Gangsta Lou. and the person that was involved in the situation. And it's funny because the person that was involved in the situation, I got on the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? That's on the thumbnail of this video. You know what I'm saying? So it shows you the connection of the streets. How a lot of people basically come from these small circles that's in the 5 boroughs. But definitely hip hop has taken a large chunk of the culture and have made it, commercial to where it's to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? And we just seen it with 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving it, you know what I'm saying? And with these streaming services, it's a win. Because people that's always heard these stories and moved away and moved around, now they get to hear an Outpost story. They get to hear a Titan story, a YTC story. They get to hear a Miss T story when she's talking about Jermaine, Baby J, and the cats, rest in peace, Baby J, and the cats over there in Lincoln and all that. You know what I'm saying? I was locked up with a guy in the 90s. His name was Books, Free Books. You know what I'm saying? We locked him in 9-2 together, like his Allen. But it was funny because when we was conversating in the court pens, we all knew the same people. You know what I'm saying? He's just from Lincoln, and I'm from I lived downtown back then in Washington, Lexington houses. Knew all the same people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his man used to be in my project. A couple of people that he dealt with used to be in the projects. And, he was around, the Rest in Peace Daddies and, the Rest in Peace Hectors and, a different time. It was a different time in East Harlem, man. Shout out to East Harlem, though. You know what I'm saying? Crown Prince is in the building. Pistol Game, yo, what's Popino? WH was poppin', yo. No, I think you know what I'm saying. Yo, Joe War was Popino. It come from a different time, man. Like, like I just told you, right? Now, look how funny this is, right? This goes to show how the money game is. And how the streets is different now. The streets are different now than how it was back, back in them days, man. To where it's at now. The rules changed, definitely changed. Everything was more secretive. You really, guys were taking pictures, and we had video cameras. Some guys had things with videotape, but it wasn't too much doing your business out in the street because you could go to jail. Where now a guy could physically go on a platform and be like, "Yo, I'm the biggest drug dealer in the world," and show guns and drugs and take a chance and get in life in jail. It really wasn't like that. Everything was more secretive back in the days. Because that's because the music industry and technological industry is beginning to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really threaten nobody because there's always consequences to certain type of threats. Where now you just go on these sites and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill them tomorrow." You know what I'm saying? And take a chance and get your life in jail. So you have to understand that the industry is changing the narrative. I mean, when we're talking about is the hip hop industry is going to accept 6ix9ine, the rules in the street has changed. We see it now on these social networks where a guy showed $10,000, 2 keys, and some guns, and post it. That changes the narrative. Who was doing that in '88? who was taking the picture on a Polaroid camera, passing the picture around to the neighborhood, like, oh, yo, I'm doing my numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, everything was more secretive in the streets. It was more a little bit more militant. Your circles was tight. The whole goal was not to let nobody know what you're doing. The whole goal was not to let nobody know where you lived. I mean, a lot of guys that was getting heavy paper, they was actually moving out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not because they was selling out. It's because if you got over $5 million in your house, there was a group of guys that was like Kevin Clark and the Bolden and Timmons that went up in apartments and killed a whole apartments for $100,000. So a lot of guys had to get low. That's why you have a lot of in certain communities. You have people that move just like areas like Throgs Neck, Mount Vernon on the clean side by Pelham Manor. No, I'm just giving you a name a few. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times the narrative changes because we see the drug dealer and the drug dealer that they shows the guy that's shooting in the projects. It don't be like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys get low. And the ones that live in the projects, a lot of people assume don't live in the projects because they're never there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat.
Cause when a wolf, you still see that wolf teeth. Cause when a wolf cry, you still see that wolf guy. Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when a wolf cry, wolf, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, the narrative changes. Like the narrative changes. Yeah, definitely free sugarhillTone. Definitely shout. You know what I'm saying? Free sugarhillTone. On the I noticed the game change. You never went to war and got money. Crews didn't put each other on blast in the streets because it showed a sign of weakness. When you show a sign of weakness, that's how the enemy gets in. Because there's always somebody watching and looking to find a way in. I mean, it was just simple rules. I mean, there's been situations where I've seen some crazy stuff though, where I've seen guys that was the guy that was bagging up and bottling up. He walks outside and creates a war. So, you know, it just depends on how militant and disciplined the crews was. Where now, with the music and the social sites, it's crazy. So, what it goes back to is the industry changing the rules of the street. Yeah, it's changed. Because there's things that's going on that would never went on in 88, 89, at least up to like 98. Because there was goons. There's something called goons. There's something called stick-up kids. There's something called the police. Nobody wanted none of that attention. You know what I'm saying? Where now people ask for that attention. Where now somebody specifically shows pictures of, you know, the hurts and the big cars and the money and the rings and how they get into the bag and then they want to know why they sitting around spending in the yard somewhere, or yo, you won't believe what happened. They tied the whole house up. You know what I'm saying? So the rules didn't change. Definitely the rules didn't change. Definitely happy birthday, Little Pug. You know what I'm saying? The rules changed. Somebody can tell me something different. I mean, I would love to know. Back in the days, if we was selling crack, if we was getting money, we didn't have, you didn't hang out with me unless you was getting money with the team. There's no such thing as a civilian hanging out on the block while we get into the bag. Where now civilians actually hanging on the block with dudes that's shooting at other cats. And they wondering why they go to jail. Because the civilians played a civilian part. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't going on. Civilians wasn't. That's like saying your man sitting in the house when you buy while you bottling up, but he don't hustle. He work every day. He's a regular guy. What you think when the stick-up kids come and they go, yeah, no, he's civilian. You gotta do with this. Just push him to the side, man. Or when the police kick the doors, and don't worry about it. He's a civilian. He's just hanging out with them. I'm trying to tell you, man, it wasn't like that. There's no such. You never had this regular cats in your circle that serve no purpose. Where now it's the new thing now. You know what I'm saying? Civilians hanging out with the hustlers. And then they wondering why situations is happening. Because a civilian don't play a civilian part. That's just how the game goes. So you have to understand, you have to pick it. You can't pick and choose which rules you want to follow. Seriously, man. Seriously. When you play in these streets, you can't run around with civilians you play in these streets. You can't. Because the civilians don't play a civilian. Then you can't get mad when a civilian tell him. You can't go, yo, but son told on me. Because then you know what son gonna say to you? I'm a civilian, man. I just like to go to the parties with you and get the girls. I just like to take pictures with you because it gives me some type of style and swag. At the end of the day, I'm not into that. I'm a regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's why I say we have to change. We have to get back to the simple rules. Business. When we get to business, there's no such thing as a civilian in the circle because we're just doing business, and this is how we deal with each other. Because sometimes, right, it's the civilian that gives you up. It happens all the time. It's the civilian that does something extra. It's the civilian. There's been cases where there's been shootouts. And the police snatches the guy that's really not involved with them up. And these guys are, yeah, I'm not going to jail. These such and such, and boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep that in mind, man. We have to be very mindful of what's around us. Keep things business. I know a lot of us know how to do business because we swear that everything has to be because you my man, we can make this happen, but it's okay to sign contracts. It's okay to sign contracts. You know what I'm saying? These rules I'm talking about, even on the block, you want to see your man and say, what happened on this. Things are discussed to where if we get to the bag, we're not playing no games. If something go wrong, somebody liable to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's why dudes took certain things serious. You know, a lot of people may not know about the organized, or when you mention organized crime, in a sense, not just the Italians, but, you know, it's organized crime, man, structured crime. Shout out to the chat, though. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight, man. Because the rules are changing. I see it every day. It's changing. You know what I'm saying? The rules is changing. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, play no doubt. No doubt, yeah, no doubt, man. To the last time I seen Bam, that it was 9.5. He had the white MPV with the BBS rims, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, we needed him for something, and he blessed us, and you know, we got to the bit of dag. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Team Smoke was in the building, man. But I tell you, man, definitely on the east side, man. I'm from the east side, man. I don't know everybody, but I've been in amongst a bunch of champions. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know how to be a champion. Because I've been amongst the champions. The streets has changed. We understand that. We understand that it's more. I mean, it's always been clicks and all that other stuff, but now it's become more gang culture. So now we understand that people want to hear this gang stuff all day, and it's understandable because a lot of people got these sons and grandkids and brothers and cousins that's part of some type of gang. You know what I'm saying? We get it. And a lot of these situations, nobody's really speaking about the rules. So what we're trying to tell you now is what you see going on now is not part of the street rules. You know what I'm saying? That's industry rules, where you actually flaunt your goods to get robbed or go to jail. Tell you, nobody did that. Nobody took a picture of 5 kilos of cocaine and say, yo, look, I'm gonna pass this around in the hood and let dudes know I got it. You never let nobody know you live. That was like a #1 rule. Even if somebody thought you lived in an apartment 2D, now he don't live here no more. Because 1, police, 2, stick-up kids. Because most of us as hustlers, we wasn't really, as crazy as it sounds, we was on point with police. But we was more concerned about the real stick-up kids, the real ones, the ones that kick the doors and tie you up, bust you over the head 8 times. We were scared of the kidnappers, the ones that asked for ransoms. So we knew that we had to move a little smart. When you move a little smart, you stood out the way. You ran a tight ship where nowadays the boss actually sit on the cradle on the block with the soldiers. And then what happens is when bullets start flying, the boss get hit, you know what I'm saying? So like I told you, it's a different type of time. It's a different type of temperature, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, Jacob. Jacob, it's a fact. It's a fact. Jacob Johnson, shout out to you. What's Papio? You see it. We see it in our face, dogs. Dogs. There was no such thing as a civilian hanging on the corner with you all day. While you in the we're not talking about a guy that's running around selling 5 grams a day on the corner. We talking about corners that was doing 10, 20,000 a day. There was no such thing as my man hanging out with me. He's just chilling. He's a civilian. That wasn't going on, man. There was no such thing as if you wasn't a part of the operation, you was not running around with us. Because the ones who run their mouth are the ones that's not involved, which are normally what they call the civilians. The civilians play the civilians spot. Whenever you see a boss deal with a civilian, it's because he's trying to make legal moves. Or that's my man, but we hang out after the block. We'll go to the strip club, we'll go to the clubs, but after that, he's not going to really know what I'm doing. He know what I'm doing, but he doesn't know how I'm doing it. Because a civilian is what's going to send you to jail. Because those are the ones that run their mouth freely. Why? Because they hold no interest in what you do. You know what I'm saying? This is just facts using facts. You know what I'm saying? If somebody tell me different, please. Somebody come here and tell me that a guy that was doing, we talking about real money, 10, 20,000 a day, had a bunch of guys hanging out with him that had nothing to do with the drug game. You know what I'm saying? This is what goes on now. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on now. So the rules is changing. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that come to the internet and be like, I'm gonna kill such and such. You know in the streets when you tell somebody you're gonna kill him, that you put yourself in a situation to get killed. That's they pulling the gun out without using it. Those words you don't use unless you're gonna physically get the job done. Now you got dudes that just jump online. Yo, he's dead when I catch him. And this is what I'm saying. Because it's instant gratification on this online thing. And this is where it becomes dangerous that this is the music and this is the industry. All these Facebooks, all these social sites is involved with hip hop. Because we're on it for the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're on it for the same flow. You know what I'm saying? You see it every day in these chat rooms. The rules have changed. So let's get back to the rules. We're not even talking about suckers because when I was selling crack on the corner, we wasn't playing games like suck my dick, SMD, we wasn't doing all that. That's all that jail politics that come to the streets. Nobody was doing that. Dudes was trying to get money. We was being focused. The rule was you couldn't be drunk with a pack. You couldn't be smoking weed some cats smoke weed, but it wasn't that bad. You couldn't be doing Andrew Dunce. It was just common sense. You on the block, you can't be high out your mind with a 100 pack of work in your pocket. You couldn't. You go to jail. You have to be on point for police and the stick-up kids. The stick-up kids nowadays, you got dudes that's on $1 million corners going to war with dudes across the street. How do you expect to make a dime if every other day you're shooting at each other? Not about the money, but about where's 10th Street gang and y'all 11th Street gang. The rules didn't change. And they go to the social settings, take a picture. I just shot the corner up. Look, boom. Come on, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I think, we have to get back to the rules, man. And we get back to the rules through education and we have to speak about it, talk about it. And there's nothing wrong with being a civilian. Listen, there is nothing wrong with being a civilian. I swear, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't take that as, yo, you say I'm not street, you call me a civilian. No, nobody's saying that. But there's lanes when you're playing in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? There's lanes. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't mix street rules with civilian rules. This is what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Like in my eyes, I look at things a little more different. Than how other people might look at something. That's because I grew up with a bunch of Latinos that was about taking care of their business. So maybe I looked at it differently. Like I could have had my girlfriend hang out on the block with me all day while I'm clicking the pack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at one point in time in my life, I used to have like 200-300 packs of some stuff in my house. So I had to be on point. This had to hit the streets. I couldn't be outside playing all day. This had to hit the streets. The money had to get kicked back up. This was the operation, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This what was going on. So there was no time to have ha, he. Because a lot of times, these civilians will get you caught up in something. And then I'm trying to get money on the block. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to leave my post because you got punched in the face 4 blocks down because you're a civilian, but you think you're down because you cool with Zeke and the rest of them down the block. That's what there's rules to this. The game is changing, man. There's a word called stay in your lane, man. That word really do exist. Your lane was popping, lane was popping. Let's talk about it. Was popping in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it goes too grimy out here. And the world is not loyal. No rules, the game is over. Respect don't exist. That was a major part of the game, the respect part. The respect part was a major part of the game. You respect me, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I lived in a neighborhood where you had 6 bosses that never crossed the lines. Not because somebody died, because it was just lines that was a mental line that everybody had. This work is for this block, don't go over there with my work. We talk about like 4 projects. You talk from Carver to Wash. If I work for the Hill Hold, I couldn't bring Hill Hold work to Carver or 100th Street on the other side of Lex, between Lex and Park. No, shout out to Rock and Smoke with all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Not niggas, all them dudes Rock and Smoke with them. I couldn't do that. I go to hunt first, shoot or hunt third, shoot the legs. There was rules. There was rules. Not because people was dying, but it was just rules. Rules to the game. How can I make money without having to go to war? So when you keep the respect, there's no war. You're not making nobody mad. Nobody cares. Nobody goes, okay, he's killing them, but he's not coming over here bothering us. You know what I'm saying? That's where the game got twisted at. When the respect was getting lost. When you had dudes that's not for the game. When we started allowing civilians to join our situations, and then they have a great idea. And they go, listen, I don't care about them. I'll go down there with this pack. Or I'm going to go to that house party and create that. And these beasts will be created. And when these beasts get created, people begin to die. Or go to jail. I'm telling you, man. I'm Because it messes me up when I read these stories and I go, there's no way where I grew up at, nobody was catching Fed charges. All the money that was being made, nobody was catching Fed charges. Like rest in peace, Ed White. Ed White didn't catch a Fed charge. I mean, rest in peace, Tone Lopez. These guys never caught a Fed charge. But they wasn't killing it in the projects. Nobody was dying. So there was no reason for the feds to come around. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so violent. And it's my understanding. I don't know how true it is, because I like to throw no garbage out there. But Rock City, no. I heard Rock City case was crazy because the feds wasn't even watching Rock City, you know. The check mob. I heard that shit happened with the check and the feds locked somebody up and the person who got caught with the check told on them. Because when there's no bodies dropping, homicides ain't coming around. When homicides ain't bothering you, I just stay clear of, you know what I'm saying, TNT or police. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate, shout out to Crown TV for the donation. I appreciate that, brother. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's where the game is going wrong at. And then it's a loud cloud chasing because you can't cloud chase reality. You know what I'm saying? Guys like us that street veterans, how can we cloud chase? We all got our own wave in life. I may not have 1 million people in my chat, but I know I got people in my chat, some that know me. My wave has been solidified in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, shout out to Mountain Range. Appreciate the donation. Definitely, I appreciate that donation. You know what I'm saying? Like most of you guys, I have people that when you go to your neighborhoods or certain blocks, so that's my man right there. You can't clout chase something that you've created on the land. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I consider a civilian, I work, right? I work every day. I co-own a business. But no, you know why? Because I was in the streets for so long, any beef I have dates back to the streets. So at any given time, something can pop up on me that might have happened in 9-2, you know what I'm saying? Or 9-3, or 9-4. Because, you know, years of my service in these streets. I'm living a civilian life, but, you know, your past will always creep up on you. You know what I'm saying? Your past will always creep up on you. So, you know, we have to be on point, man. That's why I said, is the game changing from civilians to, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, you know, we're telling people about the game, we're educating people of the game, and then they're trying to, you know, manipulate the system. Is the system being manipulated? Yeah, it is. Definitely is. We just seen it with 6ix9ine. We just seen a guy that I don't think it was his idea, but a bunch of guys had an idea. He was involved with the idea and said, let's use gang to make you popular in this hip hop scene. You know what I'm saying? And he did it, and it worked. But in the middle of it working, you see what came with it, so much chaos. Shootings and disrespect, and because you know why? The kid was still a civilian at heart and in mind. Because street rules, certain things you just don't do. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you just don't do in these streets. Under street rules. You don't come to suck SMD and F your mother and all that. All that, nobody does that. Nobody does. I never told nobody in the streets SMD in my life. You know what I'm saying? I just never did that. That's just not something that you tell somebody when you get mad. SMD, F your mother, and I'm just trying to get you. That's not street. That doesn't come from the corners I come from. I don't know about other corners. Because I think other blocks may have had some weird stuff going on. But where I came from, we didn't do that. We didn't go SMD and your father this and your mother that. And we wasn't doing that. Well, in the dead era where 6ix9ine was around, that's what was being allowed. And you see the consequences from that, right? Two guys got jammed up, and it's crazy. You see what happened? Guys was so addicted to the lifestyle. Watching a guy's social media, just watching CEO Chris social media, guys want to be a part of that. All along, he was playing with the police. Bam. He took 3 or 4 good guys down. Come on, man. The street rules didn't change. There was a time where I don't care if you had the bag. What? You got the bag now? Yes, I just caught somebody for a break out of town, out it out, what? You don't even know how to count, bro. Every time we gave you patch, you blue patch, you was not. We never even see you buy 125 grams before. We're saying, now you got 2-3 bricks. Nah, bro. There's times that me and my man told dudes no. Nah, we good. Nah, we get this money together. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'd rather just wait on whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we good over here. We good on this side. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went. That's how the rules went. Shout out to the chat, everybody in the chat, man. Why we can't get back to the rules for? We can get back to the rules and show people what the rules are. We can't allow this music industry to tear the rules up. There's no such thing as clout chasing. That's a civilian thing. Somebody who wasn't outside that wanted to be a part of something and start screaming all day, and he wants attention. You can't clickbait if you're from the corners. There's no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Niani. Appreciate your donation. Shout out to Jerry. I appreciate your donation. Definitely appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we here tonight, man. We here Feed the Wolves. This is the cleaner version of the side block talk. Because, we have to get back to the rules. I appreciate y'all, man. We have to get back to the rules, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe that we're losing babies. We're losing ourselves, allowing people to change the narrative. You can't be a guy from the block that's clout chasing. You just can't be. Because you already got a name for yourself. If it's good or bad, people know who you are. There's no such thing as clout chasing. No, it's called, you got certain people that know how to get on people's nerves that gets people attention. They know what to say. That's called manipulation. That's not clout chasing. If I say something and you react to it, you choose to react to it. That's just called playing mind games with you. But if you a street dude, you can't Because people already know you in the real world. All you're trying to do is, okay, it's called like the bully, the Debo. Don't call it clout chasing, call it the Debo game. That's what it's really called. Instead of me taking your block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your followers. By doing that, I'm going to talk about you to the point I'm going to talk about you every day and to the point until you finally react. And when you react, I talk crazy to you, you talk crazy to me, and that's how I get your followers. That's what Debos do. Got nothing to do with clout chasing. You can't clout chase if you're from the block. Get that to your heads. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You're just allowing me to get you. With this social media stuff, you gotta have thick skin. Social media is so different because if you feed into anything and everything somebody say to you, it causes a reaction, which causes, you know what I'm saying? So you have people go to one page and go to another page. Oh, definitely. Hold on one second. I was looking. Oh, definitely. Appreciate you, Niani. I'm sorry. Definitely. Shout out for the super chat, Niani. Definitely appreciate you. Niani. Definitely. Eva's in the building. Now, cause I be putting my phone down. I apologize. I keep my phone in my hand. I'm sorry, party people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can. Yo, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. And Nick, listen, we're talking about the corners now. If you tell somebody that SMD and F your mother and all that craziness, there's no way you're gonna be on the corners in 1992 with a pack on you and not expect for somebody to tear your head off. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to take control of the narrative, man. I mean, Queenzflip is giving us the stories, and it's like we're looking at the legends, but we're not listening to the stories. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to the stories. I mean, you can pick and choose which ones you want to listen to. You know, you got the Latin Kings, you got the Captain Baileys, you got Bad Vibes, you got the Killer Kev, you got the Miss T. You got the Italian guy. They had the mob guy, the mafia guy. There's just so many people to choose. We got the Corey King up there. We got the Stack Stone up there. We got the Mel Corse up there. You know what I'm saying? It's just what you choose, what you pick and choose to, hear something from. But what I do is because I know that jail in the streets is different. And it's not because I'm better than nobody. It's not because dudes in the street are smarter than jail guys. Nah, not at all. It's just that by me being on the pavement, this is where the rules play at. That's the playground is the streets. So I speak from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell somebody that SMD in jail and just y'all just go to war for the rest of your bit. You know what I'm saying? You might die or you might lose a lung, but you know what I'm saying? We're talking about in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a time, you know what I'm saying? There was a time when if I ran around with 100 pack and I had 80 packs in my house, I knew I couldn't be beefing with nobody. So nothing I read in Word Up magazine changed, flustered my mind, you know what I'm saying? Nothing I read in the Source magazine flustered my mind because I know what the rules of the street was, where now people are going straight to the internet and they're creating themselves. So of course, yes, the industry's taking over the streets. Let me tell you something. And this has been going on for a couple of years. But nowadays, have you noticed that there's more non-gang members speaking for gangs now? I mean, am I losing my mind? There's more non-gang members that's actually speaking gang politics, what the gang should be like, the rules of the gang. People that's not in the gangs on these social networks. That's the industry. All part of hip hop. I can't read the 31 rules online. I'm in violation. But a civilian can read 31 rules online and he's all right because he's a civilian. He don't know no better. That's not how this went. That's why there was never no civilians on the corners with us. You know why? Because there's rules, there's street rules. The street rules don't change. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna take a pack and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? I catch you on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm busy. This is a place of business. You know what I'm saying? There was no I'm hanging out with you on the bench while we rocking. You wildin'. Because anything can happen. What happens when somebody hit the corner and decide to rob the bench? You're a civilian. What you think they gonna say on the benches when they come? Yo, hold on. He's a civilian. Yo, you get a pass. Nah, dogs. It was just like rules. Remember when we was kids? Do we all remember when we was kids? Do we remember those days that before we went to another block, we would always say, if we go over there and something pop off and you don't fight or you run, we're gonna beat you up. So you have a choice now. You either come with us or you're gonna stay on the block. Dudes that wasn't in the mood to fight, they'd be like, nah, I'm staying on the block. We didn't bash them for that. Nah, you soft, you a sucker. Nah, we respected it, so we knew how to play with them. Okay, he a civilian. But we wasn't saying civilian back then. Nah, he cool, but he's just not what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So we would never bring him to what we was doing. And sometimes you might save somebody's life. I used to love my friends' honesty when they be like, nah, see, I'm good. Bet. I used to love it because I'd rather you say, no, I'm not going over there with you, than you come with me and you get crazy and you run on me. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to the chat, man.
Cause when the wolf cry, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when the wolf cry, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when the wolf cry, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker. Cause when the wolf cry, you still see that wolf teeth, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm back. Damien. Oh, is it Damien? Is it Damien in the chat? You said what's up with the Damien Frazier. You said what's up with the Kevin Childs joint. It's official, brother. It's official. He's a real guy. He never told. He's around some famous guys. I remember my man, a good friend of mine, my man George Weaver, Deshaun Carney. You know what I'm saying? Name a few. They was from Grant. You know what I'm saying? They went to school with me. They was around like when he was about Nappy Red, rest in peace and all that. They was around that. They was in those circles. Not them circles, but they knew about Nappy Red, rest in peace. And when Kevin Charles had the store over there on 125, and he's a real dude, man. He's a real guy, man. He took a lot of money, man. And you know, I did a story one time, and I did a story about something, and you know, I deleted the story because you have to be human out here. That's what I mean. You got to make you can't think like a civilian when it comes to corners. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, like I told you, man, there's no such thing as clickbaiting. You have to make mindful decisions. It's like putting up a story that can affect somebody emotionally is the same thing like sitting on the corners and gossiping about somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? So then you can't get mad at the end result. Kevin Childs was a real dude, man. And you know, he got his paperwork. He has his beliefs. Who told on him? He believed that AZ. I guess he said AZ's in his paperwork. I haven't seen it, but I seen the Funk Flex interview he did. Did I ever hear him saying that they told him before? I never heard of him saying AZ, but I've heard that he said Alpo. That something with Alpo. He never said the whole story. No, I never. All thing I heard was, they said Alpo was a part of his case. You know what I'm saying? And it bugged people out like, how? Because that's what Poe told on a bunch of cats from D.C. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but that was the story that was out there. Because allegedly people trying to say that Kevin Childs seen him somewhere when he spread joints and they had words, whatever the case may be. But that's just, hood gossip. You know what I'm saying? But then when I heard him on Flex, I said, oh, wow, that's deep. Because that was the word that some people said in the streets. Kevin Childs is a real one, man. He's a real guy. And he had to make a decision. And I guess, I don't know if he spoke about it in the Info Mind interview, or I don't know if he spoke about it on the Queenzflip interview. But something tragic happened with some of his loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta make decisions. You know what I'm saying? And some people might look at it as, they got everybody has. How can I make this sound? How can I make this sound civilized? Everybody has what they think. What would they do in this situation? Oh, I kill this, or I do that, or I do this. And that was my people. I did whatever the case may be, and whatever how Kevin Childs handled it was the way he wanted to handle it, and you gotta allow that. You have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? You can't go how somebody handles something. You can't get mad at how somebody handle a situation if you ain't been through that situation. You dig what I'm saying? Like AZ, he got shot in the head. A couple of people died in the house. He was in a situation that he never been through before. I don't care how much they say, how much what work is being put in uptown, but when you're put in a situation you never been through, some dudes react differently. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep in mind, they come from when cocaine was a party drug. That's where they come from. So I've been saying cocaine. When that drug powder was a party drug. So they looked at it as this can't be dangerous. We know it's illegal, but it can't be dangerous. So when it flipped over to the hard, you know what I'm saying? They still looked at it as the party drug, because at one point in time, doing the hard you was still in the mix. I mean, you had a lot of people in the industry that was doing that. I mean, you had Wendy Williams, you had rest in peace, Mr. Magic, you had, a couple of people that was in the industry that was, playing with that hard. You had them clubs that was still big in the clubs, and the Palladiums, and the Red Parrot, these clubs, you know what I'm saying? The Limelight, you know what I'm saying? These clubs was, that powder was still popping. And it just went to a smoking form. So they looked at it as, it's just more cussies. They didn't see the game the way the dope game was, where dudes was more militant and gripped up and, you play with me, I'm gonna do this. It wasn't that militant. Only the D game was like that, where the D game was a totally different game. You know what I'm saying? Where when that hit, it was still the party drum. Everybody 20 cars. Who's doing that? Listen, the first dudes to go viral was the crack era. Because when Jose and Melendez and Little Pito and them was getting that money, they was trying to buy, they'll buy a car but live somewhere in the back of Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? When we seen Little Juan ran around in a Pinto in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Where the game changed. You know what I'm saying? Where the hustlers began to become more viral. You know what I'm saying? Where they was actually showing the world, like, showing the police, forget the world, but showing the police I'm getting money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. When Andrew was popping, You know what I'm saying? Was popping. Yo, there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Was popping. Yo, Nate Team Smoke, I appreciate it. Definitely Nate Team Smoke, I appreciate the donation. You know what I'm saying? Bronx Fox. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Bronx Finest is in the building. Team Smoke is in the building. Definitely check out my man Crown TV. He got the shirts, man. Definitely DM him. We got them ill Crown TV shirts. Um, yeah, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? On these corners is where it gets real at. You know what I'm saying? On these blocks it get real at, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's it's hold on one second. Hold on one second. Um, you know what we're gonna do? Let's do this for the next until this chat go off. Let's all stay in a positive space for the information. We ain't gotta go at each other. Um, me and 252, me and Sex Money, we had there was a conversation, and we, in whatever situation we may have had last week, we don't have now. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I came on tonight to give us some information. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to speak about the hip hop and what the industry is doing. And that's that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, let's just stay with the hip hop. Just with what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give you some information, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to hear this. People need to hear what I'm talking about because it dates back to what I'm about to get into. Dudes that civilians, you got dudes that use people that civilians to do their nasty work, and sometimes people with their nasty work will put something out there just to put it out there, and it creates chaos. You know what I'm saying? And that just happened the other day where somebody said something that was crazy, and it's just like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying? We shoot. Everybody got peace, but then we got one guy who keeps shooting for craziness. So you know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people are reacting the way he reacting, Sex Money. You know what I'm saying? Because oh boy, he keeps saying crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it takes away from the peace. You know what I'm saying? From a lot of people, like, yo, we're not even thinking about your old boy, and then the old boy start, you know what I'm saying? That nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I'm throwing it on the table, man. I'm a guy that know I got 1,000 enemies. Listen, I'm a guy that do not believe that one person got 1,000 people against me. That's Zeke Black. That's Zeke Black. I know why. I don't care if two guys know each other that hate me. They got their personal reasons why they don't like me. It's not a group thing where dudes is going, yo, I don't like him, and I don't like him because, you know what I'm saying? People gotta get used to everybody's not gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? People got their personal issues with people that they haven't cleared up yet. So sometimes, no matter what we say to stop wars, because I'm talking corner store. This is corner store politics. This is why I deal with people that I can deal with 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I tell somebody the real dogs, you wrong. You 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is the game that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? This is what I tell dudes. Yo, the dogs, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't deal with dudes. I don't deal with dudes that don't have peace in their life. You know what I'm saying? And like I told my man the other day, I said, listen, I can't deal with dudes that at least gotta think a little like me. You know what I'm saying? If my man's got to keep telling me to stop, 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 and I keep finding a way to listen. If I hang out, good example. I know somebody that killed somebody back in the days. The dude that did it allegedly got caught, whatever the case may be. He my man. The dude, people see me one day was like, Zeke, you know you ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your man. You got nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? The beef we got with him, we don't have with you. We just hope that when the guns come out, you're not standing there because we can't tell you to go your Zeke across the street. We might give you the nod, but we can't assume we gonna do what we gonna do to him. You know what I'm saying? If the beef, if a person got their own beef, and I might know the person they got beef with, they gotta keep it in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't add somebody else in the beef. Because people be having their own personal beef with people. You know what I'm saying? And then they go, nah, he got beef with me because of him. That's not reality. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But we're talking about the block. You know what I'm saying? You see, we're talking about the block. We're talking about um you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's this is this yo, this is I think this is where we at, man. I think when it results back to the corners. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. Like I told you, street cats can't. You just got some dudes. You got some people that just real and they see things and they, you know what I'm saying? And it happens, man. That's why and it happens. And I think when things happen, we just gotta prepare ourselves for that. Like, yo, I got nothing to do with that. Sometimes we gotta explain that. Like, yo, I got nothing to do with that, man. You know what I'm saying? There's other things. That's other things but like my man said to me when I was younger. Like I told you, if you do something, if your man is doing something wrong, if he keep going down the block messing with those guys, and y'all keep talking, going to the tables, and he just keep doing what he doing, he's gonna get what he want. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes there's casualties in war because some people don't care. As long as some people are just addicted to negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Just negative energy. I think we're in a positive chat, a positive place. You know what I'm saying? Me lately, I've been staying in certain chats of my own. I go where I'm good. Like you know what I'm saying? I go where I might go somewhere and yo Zeke Black, da 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 da, and I go, oh God, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is I just stay where it's all love, man. Um, let's get back to the block, man. Let's get back to the block because this is some resourceful information. Definitely shout out to everybody in the goddamn chat tonight. Everybody that donated, super chat. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm saying I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Crown Prince, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cameron Brown was popping, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I'm saying? I think that's just where we at, man. Crown Prince, you know what I'm saying? He in the building, man. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to love. Love, you know what I'm saying? To be in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Tonight I wasn't even gonna go live, but they inspire me to do this. These guys inspire me, you know what I'm saying? Team Smoke Feed the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go through shit. Yo, listen, man. I go through shit. I mean, I'm sorry for cursing. I go through things every day. know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. So for anybody else that's lingering around, if you're running around chats and you're doing something weird, you're jumping here, and guys lose their mind, respect it if you're acting crazy someplace else. And that's just how the game goes. It's just like the streets. Remember most of us from the block, we know. We know if I'm not even links. There's one time on my block, I couldn't go down the hill because there was a war going on. No guns, but we was fighting each other. My man had a situation. We jumped out the window for him, and we might have to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So we knew we go down the hill. We knew we had to fight. So just think about that. If I do something different on 110th Street, you know what I'm saying? And I go down there again, I gotta shake. I can't go down there and be tight. Oh, I'm cool. Oh, now I'm hanging out with him, so now I'm cool now. You know what I'm saying? Some dude's gonna post you. What happened to that thing we did at the party the other day? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So you know that we gotta be mindful. The streets is still the streets. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to Jimmy Jam somewhere, you know what I'm saying, out there, out in the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? He's a comedian, man. I checked him out a couple of times. He makes me laugh, man. He's a funny guy, man. Definitely shout out to Jimmy Jam. Because this is what it's about, bro. Growing up in the hood, maybe it's where I'm from. Maybe because I'm from East Harlem, I might look at things totally different. You know what I'm saying? But away I'm from in East Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I just look at things different. Like it's we have to become more conditioned to being militant. I mean, you know, I don't know Killer Kev not to like him, but I would like to say I'm happy for him. I'm happy to see that he's on Fox News. I'm happy to see that before he before he went to jail or the stretch that he was gonna become a professional boxer, and now look where he's standing at now. He's getting that limelight again. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see that. I like to see Soul B with a whole bunch of jail time, and now people want to hear his story. I'm not a selfish guy. He come from a generation when it was guards and herbs in Brooklyn. Soul B in his 50s, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Soul B come from a generation when there was still revolution going on. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? When a lot of guards was robbing banks and you know what I'm saying, hitting Midtown, digging pockets and all that, 3-card Molly, you know what I'm saying? It was hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So being them come from definitely the C. Franklin, and they come from the Ed Koch, the Jimmy Carter era, and before Ronald Reagan. We talking about a different time when the hustler and the pimp was respected. Those was meaningful incomes in the hood. To sell dope in the hood, you was actually a household provider. And if you couldn't sell dope, you was robbing banks. There was none on the side. There was nothing on the side. He was a stick-up kid. That's why most cats say, yo, why come everybody in Brooklyn, they got bodies on these stick-up kids? Because that's what was going on. Not just that, they're just going the same way in the Bronx. The Vietnam vets. And you know what's so funny, man? We never give enough credit to the Vietnam vets. When the Vietnam vets came back with nothing, because the country treated them like there was nothing, because they felt like they lost the war, we seen it. Addiction was up, poverty. We see they were sending guys straight from the jungle into our streets. You don't think the murder rate was going to go up? That ancient arms had these guys losing their minds. You think PST, whatever how they spell it, is crazy in jail? Imagine being in the jungle for 8 months and seeing what they seen and came back. Come on, man. That's the last eras of when Soul B was growing up. So to see him on any platform and he's attempting to do the right thing, we have to congratulate him. We're not doing enough for that. We're wasting time talking about people that's just happy where they're mentally at. We're not wasting no more time on these dudes, man. At this point, I don't care who wants to keep talking about Zeke Black. There's somebody right now who's talking about Zeke Black somewhere. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I feel what I have to say is more important than entertaining that. And what I just said 10 minutes ago, we're not entertaining that. We're not tolerating trash over here. We're not tolerating trash. There's so much to talk about, man. I remember with the Vietnam vets, I don't come from the Middle East wars and the war in Kuwait and all that. I seen the Vietnam vets. Remember, I was born in 73. I seen them in these streets. Dudes with no legs, with nothing. They was homeless. They was suffering. Vietnam vets. It took years before the government woke up and said we have to start providing for our Vietnam vets, for the vets. You had guys that used to tell me stories about when they was in the jungle and dudes they was standing with was getting their heads blown off. You had guys that was telling me like, "Yo, I seen this kid running. Something told me don't move. My man ran over there to go help the kid. The kid had a bomb on him, blew up. I said, what? And he said the worst thing. He said, "Yo, I'm scared to walk because I guess the Vietnamese, they was building like tunnels underground. I forgot what they call them, but they was building like something underground. So you be walking and you walk right into a death trap." And they had mad at those bombs that when you step on them, they just blow up. You had dudes that was carrying dudes with their body split. That's what those are the people I was seeing. Dudes that was getting that had grenade particles in their body. You know what I'm saying? Those guys went from doing dope to smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? Sad, man. And the ones that came a little clean, they got post office jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or they work for the VA. But they still had mental health issues. So imagine all these guys that came back that have all these mental health issues, now they're having babies. Then you wonder why the hood is crazy. They was bringing Vietnam vets back that had no jobs. Then you wonder why you have groups like the BLA. Y'all thought that movie with the when they robbed the bank at the end and Lorenz Tate was in it, that was a game. That was a daily routine in the 70s and 80s. Definitely the end of the 60s. If he wasn't fighting the power, he was robbing banks. Listen to Ice-T. Ice-T tell you, when he first went to Cali, them Crips is robbing banks. Not all of them, but a bunch of them was robbing banks. This is what we need to talk about. How we've came past that. We've come past that where now we're able to create industries. We're able to create something. I come from the corners of selling crack. Those are the corners I come from. Now I'm able to have a YouTube channel. So what? I don't have 1 million people here. I co-own a business. I'm able to hire some people, but I'm getting tired. I'm just getting tired of hiring a bunch of my people who got mental health issues. You know, the industry I'm in, I'm not there yet. I don't own a moving company that has business every day. You know what I'm saying? Only in the summertime I can say that. In the wintertime, the moving industry slows down. I'm trying to find other industries in the mix of what I'm doing so that I can keep constant work. So when I can't keep constant work, people get mad. I'm sorry. This is what happens. Do y'all really believe I want to be on a truck every day? You know what I'm saying? But I have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? I'm not charging. You know what I'm saying? Some jobs is good, some jobs is bad. But I have to be there. Sometimes I have to babysit because some dudes, they don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Play. You told me you finally got in touch with Bam. Yeah. You told me. I think you said that already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My man Tone Lopez, I believe, got a baby by his sister. Rest in peace, Tone. You know what I'm saying? Well, the mother, them dudes was coming back. These are things we got to talk about. I believe because this keeps us on our toes for the next generation, for you guys that join the armed services that tell your kids to, tell them if they that VA hospital, they got services that's for them. Use every service that you can use. Just don't join the army and hit the streets. Use those services, man. We seen the Vietnam vets. We seen the vets. We seen the Vietnam vets. We seen them. That's where we come from. So I'm happy to see So Be on TV. I'm happy to see that he's trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? You know, when he was growing up, you had people that was like, he's going to jail. There was no other decisions to make. What C. Franklin said was real. What C. Franklin said was real. We had dudes that be like, yo, man, I can't wait to go to jail. I can't wait to go to Sparta and let dudes know I know how to fight. We had dudes that was like that because there was nothing else to look up to. If you live on a block where it's 60% poverty and 40% people working, then that supersedes intelligence. Where everybody's poor. Everybody got the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. Because poverty is just not a black thing. It's a diverse thing. You know what I'm saying? You think dudes in the hood is poor? Check out the rural areas, the smaller farms that those people are suffering, man. The rural areas, like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the farming industry is up and down. It's just like this. It's just like this YouTube thing. It's up and down. Because it could be a season where there's floods and boom, there it goes. Bad floods in Iowa. Certain parts of. You know what's so funny, man? We talk about the state of Illinois, but the most we talk about is Chicago. We don't talk about the rest of the state. A lot of that is country. Except East St. Louis and other little areas, certain parts of Missouri. There's poor people everywhere, man. There's poor people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we gotta take advantage and stop wasting time babysitting grown men and telling grown men what they should say and what they should not say and what they should do and what they should not do. If they don't follow the program, then hey, listen, do what works for you. But we're moving over here. They're talking about resources. We may throw it back, like I just took it back. You know what I'm saying? But let's stop letting the industry control our narrative. We know better, party people. Party people, we know better. We know better. Listen, in New York City, right? In New York City, city of over 8 million people, the number one race that gets public assistance in Section 8 is the Jewish community. In New York City, what's the richest community? The Jewish community. So it's all about moving forward and putting ourselves in position of power, position to win. Not even power, position to win. It took years for a lot of Native Americans to get their land back in certain states. So you have to applaud the natives that got the casinos in Buffalo or Syracuse or Rochester or certain parts of Connecticut or who knows in Missouri. You guys applaud them because because it took them years to get some of their property back, their land back. The natives was here first. You know what I'm saying? More shout out to the chat, man. These are conversations we gotta have. We're not having these conversations. We're wasting our time trying to keep people happy and keep them their emotions and keep them feeling a certain way. It does nothing for us. We're wasting time. The narrative has been changed now. You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do as a people? That's the question. What are we gonna do as a people? Y'all telling me everybody in this chat you're not happy with I just, you know what I'm saying? We're not happy for So B, a guy who did over 20 years in jail, who's attempting to do the right thing. 20 years ago, So B would have been on the news, not being interviewed, but they'd have walked him in the cuffs with handcuffs on, talking about he murdered 2-3 people. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when Bernard Getz happened, the vigilante. I remember that. I remember that. Shout out to the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from a New York City perspective, but I'm pretty sure where you're from, that's probably even seen even worse. We as a people, I believe we all can win. Aileen, you hit on the nose. Poverty does not discriminate. Yes, Canberra, that's a fact. Maylene, poverty is one thing. Poverty-stricken mindset is a whole different thing. That's a fact. That's a fact. These are conversations we gotta have. You got some people that's mentally their mindset. Because you can get out of poverty. You put enough hard work in. How about the farmers that we never speak about? The farmers. How about the farmers? Not the big farms, but the small farms. A lot of they kids out of poverty to them is joining the army. That's why if you're using the armed services, from what I hear, I never joined the armed services, but what I hear is a lot of guys from these small towns that's their way out. is the service. When you come from a small town like Sheffield, Alabama, and you go to Alabama you might come back a big time lawyer. That's your way out. Man, shout out to the chat, man. Yeah, doesn't discriminate, man. Shout out to the chat, man. It's a fact. Definitely a lot of them came back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them came back with them dope habits, man. You know what I'm saying? So when we speak about the kids and being a little crazy, you gotta understand most of these kids, these are their parents. You know what I'm saying? Never speak about the Vietnam vets. Never speak about, like my grandfather fought in the Korean War. We never speak about the Korean War. We only speak about the wars that we know we definitely won, like World War I and World War II. You know what I'm saying? definitely World War II. Definitely W. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have more of these chats, man. We can't allow the industry to keep controlling our narrative. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can't, man. We can't waste our time. There's just so much going on, man. Shout out to Queenzflip. He's doing a great job. But like I told you, man, just seeing Titan out and seeing Chain go out is a beautiful thing. Those guys are still alive, man. You know, and you know, even though Titan might have went back to the penitentiary, Chain was doing some good things. You know what I'm saying? I'm on his IG, and I think he's flipping houses. That's great, man. That's a great thing, man. You know, shout out to Gang Salute. You know what I'm saying? You know, Gang Salute wasn't lying, but his only downfall was he kept going to jail. He just had no good luck. Always in the pound. You know what I'm saying? You know, people love Gang Salute, man. I think when we listen to these legends then, and see what they're doing now, we have to applaud them. We have to applaud them, party people. I think sometimes you gotta, let's give people their flowers while they're here. I'm not a hater. I don't get paid to hate. I don't. Listen, somebody said something crazy about it the other day, but I'm done with that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm just done with that. I believe that my platform, I'm happy with what I got in the chat. If I get more people in the chat, I appreciate it. I believe that I have something great for my platform, man. You know what I'm saying? My 300 views, I'm happy with. You know why? It's 300 views of information and resources. And a little bit of history, a little bit of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with that. I just see that when I have these conversations, I get the people involved because it affects all of us. Poverty affects all of us. Poverty affects all of us. One way or another, we either grew up in it or we're in it now. Some of us are living check to check. Some of us need to hear a good word. Mountain Rain, definitely. I hope all is well with your mother or your loved one that was sick. Sometimes, I told somebody something today, man. That came to me telling me something that was telling me something about how they going through something, right? I'm going through something and you just don't know what I go through this. And I said, you know what's so crazy? What you're going through can't be worse than what I go through, and I never show it. Anybody around me never see me depressed and all irrational and this. I don't do none of that. I don't have a mother. I don't have a father. I don't have no grandparents. I don't have none of that. Only thing I got is a brother and my kids on my side or in my bloodline, and 2 nieces. My other brother died, and I'm humble. I'm a humble guy until you finally get me to the point where I go, okay, I'm gonna throw you in the back of the trunk. There's no way I can keep it together. So when somebody goes, Zeke, drink, I think I need a drink sometime. I think I deserve a drink. I think I really do. I don't have an uncle. He's dead. I got my cousins and them, but they older. They got families. They ain't got time to play mental games with me. So a lot of shit I do, I gotta figure out on my own. I'm lucky I'm not smoking crack. I'm lucky I'm not doing heroin. I'm lucky, you know what I'm saying? I don't look for pity. But I just told you y'all never knew. My mother and father's dead. My grandparents both dead. My other older brother, he died. You see what I'm saying? I don't actually no pity at all. You feel me? So when I say I don't need the clout chase, it's serious. Because any love I get is unconditionally from the guys I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It's unconditional. But with the guys I grew up with, we're not in the streets no more. Like my man Winch told me, Zeke, we're not there no more. Zeke, it's over. It's over, Zeke, it's over. When we come outside, they know we're not playing with nobody. So let's stay positive, Zeke. Let's just stay positive. Some things we gotta let fly over our heads. You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't know us. They don't know what we've been through. Shout out to Wix PT. When I see my man Hakeem, and he inspires me, Zeke, focus on what you got to focus on, Zeke. Hakeem was a good friend of mine. His mother passed away when he was a kid. I watched him, we all grew up together, and I watched him become a great parent, a great father, and he owned a piece of property in Harlem. A guy that was on the benches with us. My man Hakeem. Rest in peace, Poodle, that's his brother. Rest in peace, Jay Slay, that's his cousin. Carver Mob, you know what I'm saying? Wash Mob. 100th Street, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. So I don't want to hear nothing. I hate when dudes, I don't play the victim. I would never play the victim. Life goes on, man. So it's okay. It's all right for me to drink here and there. I think it's okay. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke angel dust. I don't pop pills. Because when I get lonely, I gotta call my kids. When I got, you know what I'm saying? When I gotta figure some shit out, I really gotta figure some shit out on my own. You hear me? Sit here and figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? I don't got a grandmother I can run to her house and hang out. I don't have a pops that, yo, what's up, Pop Duke? He just passed away. Mama Love been dead since '06. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we at. Mainly, I don't care what people think or what they got to say when it comes to that. You know why? I'm grown. See, I'm grown. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's what we go through. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, they going through the same thing too. Gotta appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Angel, you understand? You know what I'm saying? We all understand. We all got something that we're missing, party people. So now we got these chats where we can talk about something and congratulate people. And I'm not congratulating because I'm clout chasing and I want to be involved with what they doing. No, I'm congratulating because I'm seeing a guy named Boxing Kev that gave up his boxing career for something that was real. You know what I'm saying? And now he met a guy called Queenzflip, and Queenzflip opened the door for him, and now they can go. You know what I'm saying? I congratulate Corey King, who did a bunch of jail time, and he was able to transition to business and get other people legal jobs that possibly couldn't get legal jobs. Yes, some people that don't even know how to read or write that came in front of an application that's tossing gang signs up. There's a bunch of them I know that came from an application that couldn't. So we got to salute people that got the resources, but this is not gang members. We got jobs. We got the EOCs. We have Portion Society in New York. We got programs. We got BOCES. There's things that you can do. If you know what I'm saying? You know, I could be, you know what I'm saying? I could be a pain sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned to love, man. I learned to love, man. Um, I learned to love, man. What I would say is, you know, when I was growing up, Hector Camacho was my boxing idol because he came from my community. I didn't box, but he gave us hope that we could get out, that doors wasn't closed because he was a guy that he was amongst us. Hector Camacho, rest in peace, Hector Camacho. That if he could do that, we could do that. Not just boxing, but baseball. When Bobby Bonilla got drafted out of George Washington High School in Washington Heights. If you're from the Heights, you know what I'm talking about. That was inspiring because when you go to the Heights, it's different. It was different back then. A lot of drugs, a lot of, and so to see junior OTs come out of George Washington High School and play Major League Baseball, that's a win. Then when you have the Martinez, he came out of um, George Washington High School. This is a public high school uptown. We call it G Dub. If you're from New York City, we call it G Dub. Yeah, shout out to G Dub. That's my man to my G Dub. Shout out to G Dub, Bushwick, the Bushwick posse's in the building, my UF crew, KOT crew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the PT 131. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I think that I just think that we need to take. Listen, for anybody that want to join the chat, you're gonna hop in here. Just don't say nothing crazy. Don't ask questions that you want answered. That's what I say. It's never a dumb. There's never a dumb question. But ask a question that. And listen, you can ask me a question that's off topic as long as it's not about nobody else, but dealing with, like, if you want to deal with hip hop rappers, Kevin Childs, Alpo. I'll answer any of those questions. I'm not answering about any other YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Ask me anything else. I don't care about all that stuff. That does nothing for me. It's not information. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. You know what I'm saying? It does nothing. It does nothing for the chat. So y'all gotta hop in here and ask me anything you want to ask me, because I might know. You know what I'm saying? I really might know. Seriously. I tell you, man. You right about that. It's you know what I'm saying. And I think that's how I win, man. I believe that's the win, man. You can join this. You know what I'm saying? Get this information, man. We're looking for realization. How many y'all? How many people in this chat got family members that fought in the Vietnam War? You know why? You know why a lot of us can't say that we know? Because the crack era separated families. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids left home early. A lot of parents died early. A lot of kids was born, you know. Another system was being dominated. The system was already being dominated, but then there was another system being created, of mass incarceration. Mass incarceration affected every race, not just, African Americans, but, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what state you live, what city you live in, what town you live in, you know. In any big city, of course, is going to have a high, like, for prime example, New York State Department of Corrections, but they said 60 to 70% of the inmates come from the 5 boroughs, and then, Westchester County and Long Island. And everything else is from the outer counties. You know what I'm saying? So any big city, if there's minorities there, that's going to be the count. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much going on, party people. I definitely appreciate all the donations tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming out. There's never no dumb question, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely never no dumb question. And, hell yeah, man. Actually, this show might have a few cold ones. You know what I'm saying? We gotta enjoy this. You gotta enjoy this, man. You know what I'm saying? My wife lives in a whole other state. You know what I'm saying? So the people that physically keep me going on a daily basis is my man J.E. Moneybags, Crown Prince, and Aunt, and Mei Ling, and Wifey. They keep me going every day. You know what I'm saying? They keep me going every day. They check on me. Hey, what's up, Zeke? I get a text. Hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I never met none of them physically, but I appreciate that. I know white people physically, you know what I'm saying? Other than my kids, you know what I'm saying? My baby mother, you know what I'm saying? She stay on me, you know what I'm saying? You know? I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, it's just good to have a network. I wake up in the morning with a good morning, I'm happy. I got a million people I can call. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm gonna be Zeke, what's up? Boom. A lot of my mans, when I see a lot of my mans, they doing the family thing. So I call them once a week. Hey, what's going on? Boom. But dudes is on family time. When you on family time, you don't got time to talk to your mans every day about 88. You know what I'm saying? So you know what's up, what's going on? Boom. Me and wife, we be doing this. Boom. All my friends are doing. 90% of my friends is in the house. Seriously, they in the house. You know what I'm saying? And we just communicate through, the social networks. You know what I'm saying? Some days you might go, hey, I'm going to the bar, let's hang out. You in the house, man. You my man Marley. Marley in the house. You know what I'm saying? Get a family, man. You want family time, man. You know what I'm saying? No, don't let anybody disrupt your peace. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? We're human. When we stop trying to live up to everybody's expectations and what everybody think we should be, how we should be moved, we try to be perfect, that's where we lose at. That's just what me and ourselves, we all got flaws. That's how life goes. We all got some type of flaws. What we gonna do? Like it or love it, listen, man, this is what I've been doing for the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? That shit I do when I'm with, that shit that when I do when I'm with white people, it bugs her out. She be like, oh Lord, here this guy go. I go in the room and tear the room up. She start losing her mind. She's a good woman though, man. You know what I'm saying? She helps me out. And then it makes me think before I do something sometimes. Like, you know me. You just do something for so long, I slip up sometimes. Oh, boom. She be like, oh God. And you know what? I'm a human, man. So we laugh. We're human. We're human. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with my baby mother. I argue with her sometimes. All right, here we go. Here we go again. And it's funny because I argue with her, man. The arguments be so funny, man. Because we were getting along lately, but normally we just argue and she just get mad. And that was about my daughter. And the whole thing is, it's like, we argue about things like, yo, why you calling me for what? This, da, 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 da. You ain't got to talk to me like that. I'm going to block you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be funny, man. It's just, it's funny, but we're human. We're human. You may catch me on the wrong day and just react to something crazy. But we're human beings. Let's start acting like humans, man. Let's teach our kids to be normal, you have flaws and try to fix them at least. You can't keep the flaw. Like me, I attempt to fix my flaws. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drink 2 beers, though. I'm not going to lie to you tonight. I'm going to drink 2 of them. It's on and popping. That's good. That's a solid goal. That's a goal. But what I'm saying is, you teach your kids, you teach people that you love, not your kids, to fix things that could be fixed within themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of us never really had nobody to really show us, because a lot of us were raised, we was raising ourselves at young ages. Some 14, some 12, some 16, some 17. I mean, I was out of town, not hustling, but I basically left the house when I was 16, living with my brother and my cousin in Albany, New York. So I was on my own, basically, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn to cook for myself, do my laundry, you know what I'm saying? Mama Duke wasn't there, my cousin, he was in college. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't with like a loose uncle that was 50. I was with somebody that was like 22. You know what I'm saying? I love some Heinekens, man. Angel, I love them Heinekens, man. Definitely shout out to East Harlem, man. Shout out to Tell him Blanco sent you for posting a picture of my man Ant White on his page. It was an emotional weekend. It was his birthday weekend. And he got a lot of views, man. Definitely shout out to Tell him Blanco sent you and Hassan96 for posting a picture of my man Ant White. Shout out to Teflon, you know what I'm saying? Teflon Gotti, you know what I'm saying? And this is what it's about, man. This is about, shout out to Bam, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, love some Heinies, man. I finally realized, I think in St. Louis, a can of Heineken costs like $2. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tell you, man, it's travel, man. See the world, man. See me, my girlfriend, my wife who want to go, of course, gotta take a boat ride with me. I'm gonna tell you what my ultimate fantasy is, though. This is everybody got a fantasy, right? Before I go, I want to do. You remember that movie National Lampoon Day Vacation with Chevy Chase, when he drove cross country in the car to California? That's what I want to do. I want to see the countryside. I want to take a train ride one day between New York and California and go to the Grand Canyon. I want to go to spots like that. I just always been into the history buff. I want to go where Daniel Boone and all of them was running around. You know what I'm saying? I want to see spots where the Native Americans, was running around. That's just always been my thing, man. I've been to Buffalo. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. I actually been to Buffalo Bills game. I've been to Orchard Park, definitely. Amherst, hotel I stood in. I've been to Boston. I went to a couple of Boston Red Sox games. I like historical places, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see Mount Rushmore. Wife wanna go, you know what I'm saying? She wanna go to Europe and all that, so I'm gonna do that with her too, you know what I'm saying? And just enjoy life, man. See life with this. Enjoy life and see, you know what I'm saying? Do the things you like to do, man. See, that's some normal spots to say. I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm about to go. I'm about to take a vacation this month. This is gonna be dope, man. I'm gonna spend the holidays someplace, and this will be nice, man. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for your party people. You know what I'm saying? It should be Zeke Black. Happy holidays from Zeke Black. You know, it should be nice, man. You know, a lot of us that don't have family. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to talk to. There's people in the chat. You got Anthony Smoke. You got Zeke Black. You got me Ling. You got Neon. You got people that we can definitely talk, man. You know what I'm saying? We all go through something, man. We all need some doctor put in our life. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's I really want to go to the Grand Canyon. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna rent a car, a station wagon, and we're gonna throw the bags in it, and we're gonna go. Cause it be me and wifey. We're gonna go, man. That was my favorite movie as a kid, man. You know when you poor and you see things that just excite you, man. And I remember watching that movie, man.